In this episode of the Learning Lab Player Edition, we're going to be playing American Mah Jongg using the National Mah Jongg League card for 2025, and we'll be playing at I Love Maj after we answer any questions you might have. The whole purpose of the Learning Lab Player Edition is to give opportunities for players to ask questions about the game, whether it be the rules, strategy, sportsmanship, and even etiquette. So if you have questions, please feel free to put them in the live stream chat. If you're watching the repost, feel free to ask in the video description below. We do have a Facebook page. If you use Facebook, please go to Facebook and search for Learning Lab #MAHJLIFE. This is a private Facebook group, so players can ask any questions in a safe, tender loving care place. We've got instructors there ready to answer your questions, and these instructors are vetted, so you know you will be getting a correct answer if you're looking for rules. Also, they'll be there to help answer any questions you might have about hand development or other tactics that you might be looking at when you play the game. So please check that out, and I'll check on the live stream chat to see if we have any questions. If we don't have any questions, I thought we would talk about hand development and do some demonstration of the exercise room at I Love Maj. If you have not played at I Love Maj before, you can get a 3-week trial by using actually, you don't use a hashtag, use just MAHJLIFE in your promo code to get 3 weeks in your trial, and you can try out that subscription. I don't see any questions right now. I want to give a quick shout out actually to our moderators. Thank you for helping monitor the chat today. This is an open format, very spontaneous, so feel free to chit chat. And if you have questions, put them in the live stream chat. I will be keeping my eyes open on the live stream chat. So if questions come up during the episode, which will be 1 hour long, or probably about 45 minutes at this point, and then I'll be monitoring the chat. I'll go ahead and share my screen in the meantime, and we'll do some hand development demonstrations at I Love Maj. So let me share my screen, and we'll get started. Here is I Love Maj. And I'll make the screen a little bit bigger. At the very top here, Game Launchpad. This is where you play with robots or humans. If you scroll down, you'll see an exercise room. And there are several exercises here that you can do to practice identifying hands with tiles to the card and vice versa. We're going to focus on Charleston practice, but I invite you to try out all these exercises. They're all very good. So let's go into the Charleston practice, and we're going to click Start Exercise. So with these tiles here, we've got some multiples. A multiple is when you have 2 or more identical tiles. You could have a pair, pung, or kong. Here we have pairs, lots of them actually. We have northeast with a pair north, red and green dragons. Then we have pair 4 bam, pair 5 crack, 4 5 dot, 7 8 8 dot pair. So 4 5 8 paired up. So these multiples don't go together. So what you want to do is you want to find a category that will use most of your tiles with the multiples. In this case, I would focus on 4 5 of some kind. So 4 5 would be the predominant pattern, even with these multiples. I've been having some challenges with my performance with technology, so bear with me. It looks like it's persistent. I probably need to reboot my computer. So I would focus on 4 or 5 of some kind. You don't need to pick a hand till you run out of discards. And since we don't have a west-south and we've got 2 different suits paired up here, yeah, this is the Learning Lab Player Edition. Yes, Beverly, it is. It should be in the video title. So we have 4 or 5 pairs in here. So I think what I would do is start breaking up the wins and then past 7, 8. The dragons probably are not going to be helpful here. So maybe even a dragon can go. All right, so we have another dragon, this time a pair. Now we have a pair of dragons. Okay, so let's let the 8, 7 go here in different suits. If you have any questions about what I'm doing or about the game in general, please put them in the video description or the live stream chat. Okay, so now we have an east. And since we have a 4, 5 pair, we really don't need the 1 crack. And I probably would let the, let's say this 8 dot go. Okay, so now we have a red dragon back. Not too helpful at the moment. Now we're going to continue. We're going to the left. We already gave them a wind, so we're not gonna give them another wind. We're gonna give them number tiles. Now we're going across. Here's a 2. 2 may or may not be helpful. Probably not, because we have a 5. 2, 4, 5. That probably won't be too helpful. So let's let these go anyway, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so now I'll sort by suit. So we have 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 5 of some kind. We have tiles we can pass, and I would let this dragon go. So now we need to sacrifice a tile, maybe the 1 crack here. Okay, so next we're going to do the optional across. We can pass up to 3. I would probably do the east, the 1, and then maybe the 7 or 8. So I would definitely pass 3. So maybe 1, 8 east. A 3 would be really nice. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. That was a tough Charleston, but we've got a couple of multiples in here we may or may not be able to use together. We'll see. I'd like to do this again with new tiles. So let's click new tiles. I'm going to sort, and then I'm going to ask you what you would do. We have 1 pair in here, the 7 bam pair. Northeast green, all singles, 1, 7, 8, 7 bam pair, 2, 3, 4, 6 in cracks, and then a 3, 6 in dots. If these were your tiles, what would you do? Is there any particular category you would focus on? I'll give you just like 10 seconds to figure it out, think it through. After this exercise, we'll play with robots. Okay, consecutive middle. Consecutive middle, do you mean like 4, 5, 6 tile, numbers 4, 5, and 6? Is that what you're saying, Beverly? Tiles 4, 5, 6. Is that what you mean by consecutive middle? Four through 7. Okay, I think if these were my tiles, I would focus on the 7 for sure, because that's a multiple. If you look at every hand on the card, you got to have multiples. So I would start there. So I would target the 7, and then I would keep tiles that I can use with it and see if there's a category that will use most of my tiles. I would keep probably the 6 and the 7. The 6s with the 7. Okay, this performance is really challenging here. And then I'd keep the 8. And with the 7, 8, we might be able to use this dragon. We have an east, a 1, and then maybe let's let the 2 go. So we may or may not be able to use the 4. We'd have to get a 5. So let's sort. We have 3, 4, 6, 3, 7, 8. We now have 3, 4 pair. So instead of targeting the 7, I would switch to targeting the 3, 4. So this 3, 4 is stronger than a pair of 7s. I would focus on the 3, 4 now. I'm trying really hard to get these tiles over so you can see my keepers. But my computer is just lagging really badly today. I don't really get it. Okay. All right. So 3, 4. So now, I would keep the 3 dot, and I would probably keep the 7s or the 6s, because we could do 3, 4, 5, 6 of some kind. So I would let the 7 go, just break it up. Okay, so now we have a pair of dragons. 3, 4, 6. I think the 7 can go. This 2 can go. We have 3, 4 crack, 6 crack, green dragon. We have a 3 dot pair, single. I think I would let that one go. Okay, here's a 6 and a pair of 6s. Oh my goodness. Too bad we don't have the right 5. Okay, so now we need to decide if we're going to continue the Charleston, and I definitely would. So I would let the 1 go and the 5. Now we need to make a choice. The red dragon can probably go. We have 3, 4, 6, pair dragon, pair 6 dot. I would love to get a 5 crack. Here's a 3. You know what we could do at this point, though, is play 3, 6, 6, 9. We don't have any gaps for that because we don't have a 5 dot. We can switch from 3, 4, 5, 6 to 3, 6, 6, 9. No gaps. First hand on the left. Okay, so now we can discard the green, the 4, and the 7. Sort. We have all 3, 6, 9. Okay, now we get the 5. Okay, so we can pass. Maybe red 7, 5. Okay, so that was a much better result. We have 4 discards. Let's see, really 5 discards, but we have a hand with no gaps, which is much better than the last one. Let's see, right there, 3, 6, 6, 9, pung kong, and then 5 discards. So it was still a bit rough, but we do have a hand with no gaps. First hand on the left. So I would play that. I would focus on that hand. Does anybody have any questions? Hi, Wes. You know what we could do? Let's see. Let's do this one more time with the same tiles, and let's see if consecutive run 4, 5, 6, 7 would come in. The 5, if I remember correctly, came in late, and even though we're looking for 5s to connect 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, 7, we don't know if the robots will still pass those, because there's like this chain reaction that happens. If we're all starting with the same tiles and we make some kind of a change, it creates this chain reaction. So we will see different tiles coming through. All right, so here's 3, 4. Early on, we have a 3, 4 pair. So let's let that east go and the 8. And then if we have 3, 4, we might be able to do 5, 6. So let's let the 2 bam go. Hello, Judy. Okay, so here we can let the 1 go, the 8, and break up the 7, because we can't do 3, 4 with a pair of 7s. Okay, so we have the 6s now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, we have a gap, no 5. But we do have tiles we can pass. So I would definitely keep going. Let's pass the 8 with this 3. We still don't have a 5. So let's pass the 1, the 9, and the 4. Oh, actually, the 4 is in our range. Let's let the 7 go. There's a 5. Okay, so we're going to sort. And we do have a hand in here. 3 crack, 4 crack, 5, 6, bam. So let's pass. Oh, I kind of want to keep that too. 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's let the 6 go. Oh, no keepers. We can pass all 3. This is a little bit risky though. Okay, so oops, I don't really care for that tool much. Okay, so we have a hand with no gaps here, and we have 6 discards. So I think the other option was better. By the way, I call this exercise Charleston chain reaction. We played with the same tiles at the deal, and we have a focusing instead of focusing on, let's see, now I'm trying to remember what we were focused on. I forgot what we were focused on. Was it consecutive run? We have a different consecutive run. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 3, 6, 9. We switched to 3, 6, 9. So that had a better result. And here we have 3, 6, but no 9. All right, so we are now going to exit, and we're going to play with robots now. So if you're just joining us, thank you for coming. This is the Learning Lab, which is the option for the Learning Lab on Facebook. If you don't use Facebook, feel free to join us on Tuesdays. Typically from, or going forward next week, we'll be here from 1 to 2. This is the player edition. So we're here to answer your questions about the game. If you have any questions about the rules, sportsmanship, strategy, etiquette, this is the place to pose those questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. Also, if there are no questions, we'll just do gameplay with commentary to help you play better and maybe even inspire you to ask more questions. If you use Facebook, go there and type in MAHJLIFE Learning Lab, and you'll find the Learning Lab. You can join there, and vetted instructors are there to answer your questions. So please do that and get some help so you can play the game better. If everybody is more confident at the table, we will all enjoy it so much more. So we're here to help you gain some confidence in playing the game. We're going to play with robots and see how this goes through the whole game now. Let's see what kind of a deal we have. Jokers this time. And we have what I call a widespread flower, north, south, 1, 3, 4, 6 in bams, 4, 7, 9 in cracks, 1, 6 in dots. So when you have this kind of a lineup, this dealt hand, what goes through your mind? Does anybody want to share? Does oh crap come through your mind? Oh, what goes through my mind is widespread. I call this a widespread. I have a solution though. I'll tell you the solution in just a minute. You want to look for the predominant pattern. One way you can look for the predominant pattern is to identify like numbers. We have 2 1s, 2 4s, and 2 6s. 1, 4, 6. So I would probably focus on the 4s and the 6s and see what comes in. So with north and south and no other winds, I would break them up and focus on number tiles. We could maybe play 3, 6, 9 in here. So I would probably let one of the 1s go and then probably the 7. Okay, so we do have a 4 pair now, 4 band pair. So I would target that and start over with a 4 crack pair We could maybe do some kind of a 2-3-4 or 2-4-6-8. We have no 8, so that is a gap. And so I would probably focus on a 2-3-4 hand instead. And now we have an 8, so I would focus on evens. North came back, nobody wanted it. We'll let that one go. Now we have to make a choice. We can either do 3-4, 2-3-4 of some kind, or we could do a 2-4-6-8 hand. I think what I would do here, let's see, 2-4-4-6-8. I think I would let the 3 go and focus on evens. And then we get 3s. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with 3s. We have that north and south again. So let's see. We gave them a north. We have 2-3-4, 4-band pair, 3-6. I think I would focus on 2-3-4 and pass south 6-8. Okay, so here's a 6. And we have 2-6. We let the 8 go, so I would let the 6 go and focus on 2-3-4 of some kind. So let's see, we'll let the north go, and then this dragon. Actually, maybe we can keep the 6 and put the 6 crack there, since it's off suit. It's not the corresponding dragon with the green there. Okay, so we have a pair of souths. Let me just sort. We have an 8 dot there. We can let this 1 dot go. And the south, a pair of souths without a north or other winds is useless. So we're going to let that go. And we're going to focus on the 4. We actually have a hand in here. 2-3-4 mixed suits under consecutive run. Third hand down. Now we did pick up 2 8s. We have a west and a south. We do have 2-4-8, 3-6-8, 2-3-4 of some kind. So probably what I would do here is pass the winds, but not both of them. The south kept going around, so I probably would let that south go. And then decide if I want to play 2-3-4 or 2-4-6-8. We have a flower. We could maybe play, instead of 2-3-4, we could maybe play the addition hand 2-4-6. 2 crack, 4 bam, 6 dot. That would allow us to pass. So let's see. If we let the 3 crack go and the 8 crack, we could do 2-3-4, second hand down under evens, or we could do the third hand down under consecutive run. We really don't need this other 8 either. Let's let that go. Okay, so we can let these win first. So I'm going to move the jokers over here to separate our keepers so we can clearly see what we're working with. Here's all of our evens. We do have still that chance for 2-3-4 mixed suit, third hand down under consecutive run. So let's see how this goes. What do you think about the result of this Charleston? I'd say we're an underdog on this one. Oh, we got a flower though. So I'd say the second hand down on the right, 2 crack, 4 bam, 6 dot has some promise. And then the third hand down under consecutive run, 2 crack, 3 dot, 4 bam. So this 8 we don't need really. This 8 crack we don't need. And this 4 crack really we don't need either. So 2-3-4 or 2-4-6. The 1 is a clear discard. The 4-8 are in our categories. So we're just going to hold on to those for a bit. Well, look, we got a 2, and that'll work for both hands. So 2 crack, 3 dot, 4 bam, or 2 crack, 4 bam, 6 dot. And we have our pair for the second hand under evens. We need more flowers for the third hand under consecutive run. Oh my gosh, look, we got the 2. So we're gonna now let the 8s go here. 8. We do have 2 crack, 4, 8, but no 6 crack. Okay, now here, we could Kong that. Oh, no, that would be a pair for us. For the third hand down, we need a pair. So we can rest easy here. 3. I'm kind of thinking the even hand. Okay, 6 bam. Okay, I don't think that's going to help us. 6 bam. Let's let this 3 go and focus on evens. There's some even potential in here still, and we do have no gaps for the second hand down on the right under evens, or second hand down on the left, 2, 4, 6. Okay, here's a 5. We have 4, 5, 6 in there. 2, 4. Let's let the 5 go. I was thinking maybe we could do, let's see, with 2 flowers, the fourth hand down, if we get a 6 crack, we could leverage the 6s. No, I don't think so. Okay, here we need to probably Kong. That's our tile. We have no gaps, so we're going to call. And we're going to Kong. And then we'll discard let's discard the 6. So we're committing to 2, 2, 4, 6. Second hand down under evens on the left. Great. Okay. We have 2 discards. I'd say we're a contender now. Oh, we're going to need a joker. So we'll need a joker now, which is fine because we have our pair of flowers. There are 2 jokers open for exchange. So let's see if we can keep our eyes on those opportunities there. Here's an extra flower. They got a joker. Oh, we could actually keep that. You know what we could do? We could leverage these flowers and switch to 4, 5, 6 and break up the 2s. Let's see if we get a 5 crack. Because we can act on that flower. We could Kong. Oh. All right. Well, let's just see. If 2 crack goes down, we could Kong. We just need a joker for the 4. Who knows if we'll be able to get that joker. So we're looking for a 5 crack or maybe a joker. 6 dot would be nice. No, we don't need that at all. Oh, shoot. They got our joker. Okay, there's a joker open now. We don't need a 4 dot. Oh, someone got it. Okay, now we need 2 jokers. We can let that go. Either way, we need 2 jokers. All right, come on. We need jokers. 2 bam. We're going to ignore because we need a pair of 5s. I don't want to commit to that hand, even though we need two jokers. We need them either way. We should probably let this flower go and just commit to that second hand down on the left under evens. Okay, let's calm. Oh, there goes the 5 crack. At least we know nobody wants it. And we're just looking for jokers at this point. Oh, darn. Mahjong. 5779. Hong Kong, Hong Kong. This is the second hand down on the right under odds. All right, let's play again. We'll hopefully be able to squeeze in at least 2 more hands. If you have any questions, write them in the live stream chat. If you're watching the repost, write any questions you might have in the comment section below. We're here to answer any questions you might have about the rules or anything really about the game. We have a wide spread again. Flower, east, west, south, green and red, 3, 5, 7, 8 in BAMs, 5, 8 in cracks, 3 dot. All singles. If these were your tiles, what would you focus on? Let me know in the live stream chat what you would focus on. I think I know what I would do. It would be a little bit risky though. If you're watching the repost, let us know what you would do with this hand. This is, I think, is this our second actual game? If these were my tiles, I would focus on Winds and Dragons, News with Dragons. But I would also hold one of these. I would hold one of these like numbers. Maybe the 3s. See if like numbers comes in. Or maybe the third hand down under 3, 6, 9. So let's pass 5, 8, 7. Okay, so we got a 1, 4, 1, 5, 8 can go. Here's 3, 4, 3, 4. 3, 4, 3, 4. There's a 3 dot. That's our first multiple. So I would just reassess. I would reassess completely here. I would probably focus on the 3s or maybe 3, 4. The winds didn't come in. So I would probably let the winds go. We may or may not be able to use the dragons with that third hand down under 3, 6, 9. Let's let a west go here. Oh, and then we got a west. That's funny. Okay, we're going to continue. Let's let the 8 and the 6 go with a south. We gave them a west. Now we'll give them a south. Okay, so here's a 3, 4, 5. I wonder if we could maybe play the concealed consecutive hand. We got the west again. West, let's pass the 7 and then this red dragon. Okay, so we're going to sort. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 through 5 there. We definitely have 3 tiles to pass. East, 7, and now we need to sacrifice something. We may or may not be able to use the dragon. I don't think so. Our pair is in our 3 dot pair, but we really don't need the 6. We have a 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 through 5. Let's let the 6 go. Okay, so we have 7s as discards and a west. I would just keep all these tiles and I wouldn't pick a hand. We'll be an underdog until we pick a hand. Would someone else have done, oh, too late, winds are gone, 1, 3, 5 news? I didn't see any strength there because we didn't have any 5 dot. Or we did have a 1 dot for a minute, but all right, well, let's just keep going. We can't go backwards. Okay, so we're going to try to do some kind of 1 through 5 or 1 3 5. So let's let that 2 go or the 7 go. We have a 2 3 4 now. So maybe we can do the concealed consecutive hand 2 3 4 2 3 4. We have no gaps for that hand. There's a green dragon again, our red dragon. We'll ignore that. Okay, here's a 5. So we have a 3 4 5 2 3 4 5. We still can gather. We don't need to pick a hand till we run out of discards. And right now we have 2 discards. We might be able to use the green dragon and play the third hand down under odds. 1 3 5 dragon. 1 3 5 bam dragon. So let's keep that green dragon. We definitely don't need the 6.
6 5 6 5 7 5 east
North. Okay, we got a 1 bam. So now we have 1 2 3 4 5. We could do 1 3 5 dragon. It doesn't require a flower. We could still do 2 3 4 concealed. We'd have to throw away 2 pair though. So probably I would focus on the bams. Joker. So let's let the 2 go. So we're going to probably let the dots go. Oh, flower. Okay, so we need to think this through here. I would let the dragon go at this point. And you know what I would do here? I would probably play the concealed hand. Let's see here. Even though we gave away that 2 dot, there are 2 out. We could do 2 3 4 or 3 4 5. There are 2 4 bams out though. Let's just wait and see. We'll just keep going. Our tiles are kind of going down a bit. So a 2 dot would be a really nice pick, or maybe a 5 dot. Let's see, the flower. I would not do anything there. We don't even know what hand we're playing. So a 5 dot just went down. There's 9 bam with 2 jokers out now. Oh, west. Oh, man. Okay, 5 crack. There are 3 1 dots out. I was thinking just for a minute here that we could do, let's let the 2 bam go. We could maybe do the concealed hand 1 3 5 and use the joker here as the 5 dot or the 1 dot. The 1 dots are out, but we could maybe use that joker and do 1 3 bam 3 5 dot 5 crack and leverage these flowers here. Let's just keep going. We're going to keep going, see what we get. Now that we have the flower, I would focus on the flowers. 3 crack came in. So we have 3 5 crack, 1 3 5 3 5. We have all the 3s. I think at this point I'd let the 4 go. And then I would probably even consider switching to like numbers with threes. We have all the threes. Let's just see. Oh, they keep getting these jokers. Why do they get so lucky, these robots? Shady. So I would probably, okay, now this player on the right, they're playing the 369 dragon hand, third one down. They probably need that 9 dot. We're at 35 tiles remaining. We're in the end game. We might just fold. Let's just see what happens. They could be doing 9 crack with red dragons. Here's a white dragon now. Okay, so what I would do here now is switch to like numbers with threes or just fold. These tiles nobody wants, apparently, based on what I see. 5 crack went down, nobody wanted. 2 white bams. 2 1 bams are out. The 5 bams I'm not sure about. You know what? They could be playing 5 7 9 dragon, third hand down on the right. It could, this 5 bam could give them a win, or it could give us a joker. There's a 5 bam or 5 dot. Let's see here. Let's let this 5 bam go. Nobody wanted it. All right. So let's just sort. We could do 1 3 3 5. I'm tenacious. I am tenacious. I am. If I see an opportunity, I'll go for it. We're probably going to stay concealed, and we will likely fold. But I do see some potential here. Okay, now here. They didn't take the 7. They didn't take the 5. I think they're doing 9s with dragons. So I think we should fold. This 9 crack is going to be very risky. I'm going to put it way over here and see. Joker. Okay, so this 5 is a discard. The 3s or the 1s here can go. We folded, but we're going to still gather for 3s. It's a little bit of an act of desperation, but that's all right. That's part of the game sometimes. What? Okay, look what they're playing. 9s with dragons. I knew it. Stinker robot. They would have won on that 9 crack. All right, let's play again. One more game. So what can we do now? We have a pair of flowers and a pair of 2s. We have a lot of 2, 4, 6, 8, but no 8. Okay, so we have 2 5s. Maybe we could do a year hand. So let's keep the 5s. Let's keep the 4s and the 6s. Let me just try to do this as quick as I can. Geez, my performance here is so slow. All right, so maybe we could do evens. Maybe we could do a year hand. We're just kind of keeping tiles we can use with the 2. We're not going to pick a hand. We're not even going to look at the card. You don't need to. You don't need to pick a hand. You know what? I was just talking about this with a couple of instructors this morning. When you have this card in front of you, there's this urge inside to pick a hand. Just by human nature, we want to pick something on the menu. What looks good? But you don't need to pick a hand until you run out of discards. we have 4 discards before we need to look at the card. So we're just going to gather tiles we can use with that 2 dot. And then when we have no clear discards, that's when we'll look at the card and figure out what category we can focus on, maybe what hand we could play. Until then, it's all in vain because it could change with your next incoming pass. So we're just going to be patient and wait. Okay, so here's a case in point. We got a 3. I was thinking year hand or evens, but now this looks like a 2, 3, 4, 5 hand. So we could have been spending all that time. Well, it wasn't all that. There wasn't a whole lot of time, but that's what I mean. The time spent trying to find a hand would be in vain because now we're in a totally different category, consecutive run. And I was thinking evens and a year hand. So this is just one way of taking the pressure off of you. You don't need to pick a hand. You don't even need to know what category you're going to play in. You just want an idea of where it could go and gather until it's clear. So now we have a 7. That is our only clear discard. We might even be able to use the green, but probably not without a red dragon, because there is a hand with the offsuit dragons. Plus we have a pair of flowers. So I would probably let that dragon go. Now we need to sacrifice a tile. I still would not pick a hand, and I would sacrifice something. Probably, let's see. Yep, that's good, Charlotte. I think what I would do here is let the 6 bam go. Oh my gosh, that is really risky though. 6, 7 dragon, that would be super risky. I think we should let the 6 dot go. That's a little better. Okay, so now we have a 3 dot. So we're going to play a 2, 3, 4, 5 hand of some kind. 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we don't need 6s and 7s. So now we have 2, 3, 4, 5 of some kind. We don't know yet what one we're going to play. There's a 5. And we have tiles we can pass. I would probably even let this 5 crack go. Keep going. Let's pass the 5 with the 6. Or you know what we could do? Yeah, let's just do that. We have 2, 3, 4, 5. We really need the flowers even. Here's a 3. We can pass 3, 5, 8. It's a little bit risky. No keepers here.
Curtis,
And no keepers there. I don't pass flowers myself. I would probably play 2, 3, 4, 5 second hand down on the left. And here I would pass 2. The 1 crack in the green dragon.
so,
Oh, we ended up with a pair here. Okay, so here we go.
so,
We have a hand with no gaps and 5 discards. So we're going to be an underdog until we're down to maybe 3 or 4 discards. Then we can bump ourselves up to contender. So I think we're an underdog. Okay, now we're a contender. We have 4 discards, 2 pair. I would let these flowers go next because we're playing pung kong, pung kong. We need one good pick and we'll be set. We need a 4 dot. Okay, so let's let the flower go. We'll let the flower go. Okay, at least there's no joker there. Oh, that's our tile, but we're not ready. Okay, let's let the 8 go. That is our tile. Now I would call because we have a hand with no gaps. Oh, okay, let's let this 5 go. Oh, there's a joker. A white dragon. 2, 3. We're committed. There's 2 out anyway. Charlotte's asking, would you have considered the 4-flower Kong pair Kong? No, because we would have to break up the 3-dot pung. I did look at that, but I wanted to leverage the 3-5. We would have had to break up a pung. So I would not have considered that hand. This particular hand is a hand of least resistance. You can use any number of jokers, so it won't go bad. Here's a 1-dot. We could actually even use that if we want. We're going to Kong. Now we'll let the 1 band go. So we're playing the second hand down, but we could still maybe play the first hand. We'll let that go, of course. Okay, so we have a couple of jokers out. We're looking for a 4-dot. So, oh, here we go. Joker exchange. So now we're ready. We're set. We can pung 4, Kong 5. Someone just threw the 1-dot and nobody wanted it. So we have a safe just. Nobody wanted the 1 bam either. Let's throw the 1 dot.
7, 5.
There we go. So now we have a double weight here. We could win with a 4-dot or a 5-dot. That's why this is a powerful hand. Any number of jokers with 2 pungs, 2 kongs. So it's a really, it guarantees you a strong weight. Not that you can be guaranteed a win though. Somebody else could be another front runner. But we were ready to win, and one of the robots got there first. Okay, I hope that you found this helpful. Please join us again on Tuesdays from 1 to 2 beginning next week for the Learning Lab Player Edition. If you are an instructor, we're going to do this on Thursdays, Learning Lab Instructor Edition. So we'll be present to answer any questions you may have about teaching the game. You can ask questions about rules, strategy, sportsmanship, but also about your teaching practice. And that even includes marketing, operations, anything, event planning, what have you. We'll just talk all about teaching Mahjong. So join me on Thursday from 1 to 2 next week. This is all beginning next week with the new lineup, all about American Mah Jongg Monday through Friday. 1 to 2 Monday through Thursday, and then 5 to 7 on Fridays. I hope that you'll join me. And if you are watching the repost, please feel free to comment below with any questions you might have. Or you could join us on Facebook. Just look for MAHJLIFE, the Learning Lab, or Learning Lab, #MAHJLIFE. And you will find a private group where you can ask questions in a safe space where you can be handled with tender, loving care by vetted instructors who will give you the right answers every time. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Click the little gray bell if you do. That way you'll get notification for when I post new videos, and you won't miss an opportunity to learn a new strategy or pick up an insight to the game that could give you an advantage at the table. Between now and the next video, may all your picks be keepers.